Chapter 6, 1646, Prestonkirk Parish, East Lothian, Scotland. We're going to talk about William Andrew Ogg. Hello again, I'm Jack Greeson, and we welcome you to this YouTube video series on my book, The Spirit Within Us, a saga of two bold families who helped build a democracy. I truly believe that this video series will inspire you to read this book, and you can subscribe below to get much more out of this YouTube video series. You also can buy your copy of the book from the information posted here. Just a reminder, the stories of two real families are chronicled in this book. On page Roman numeral 4 in the upper left side, William Andrew Ogg, circled here. Next, in the book on page 190, we have a map of Scotland, and the town of Prestonkirk is circled. You can see Prestonkirk. This Scottish word kirk was derived from the Old Norse word kirkja, meaning church. We begin this chapter as a participant in a Prestonkirk church service, and we get to know a church member, William Andrew Ogg. I'm going to quote some from pages 191 and following. William Andrew Ogg is described as a quiet and somber person. He moved methodically as if planning every action. After the service, William met outside the church with some friends, and of course the conversation focused on the Scottish Covenantors and other groups currently battling against the English Royalists. This was clearly a religious battle, as the Scots Covenantors, and I quote, clung to their Protestant religion and fiercely opposed the English Royalists, who supported King Charles I of England, Scotland, and Ireland, end quote.
Move along, you heretics, into the house of God!
Please, no, we won't!
Force them in, hurry!
The Covenantors realized that King Charles I, and I quote, had forced onto its inhabitants a mandatory acceptance of and attendance to the Anglican Church. That's on page 195. There had recently been a massacre, quote, of thousands of Irish Catholics who opposed his tyranny and religious oppression in Ireland, end quote. Yes, on page 196, these church-goers at Prestonkirk and the rest of the Scottish Covenanters could easily foresee the future fate of their Scotland, as Cromwell's tyranny and oppression was expanding toward them. Further on page 196, William believed that today's sermon by Reverend Dalzell was God's direct response to him. Now, William had to go forward. It had been spoken. End quote. Follow William as he joins the Covenanters and participates in the battles. For example, in one scene, on page 199, and I quote, comprehending the dire situation, William's former excitement and tension turned to abject terror. This was his first encounter with the savagery of real war. Later, on page 201, we hear William exclaim, "Why is God letting this happen? We were here fighting for His people to be free to worship Him and not to be slaughtered for their beliefs." End quote. What ultimately happened to William and his group of devout Christians in this widespread political and religious battle? Was William among those who later sailed to America and helped create a democracy? If so, did he face further religious conflicts there? You will find out about these and many other facts in chapter 6. This book portrays stories of a model for life change, recognizing danger, assessing options, making bold plans and goals, expecting and overcoming struggles and hardships, struggling and moving forward to success. They followed where the Spirit led them, and they triumphed. This YouTube video series will present brief introductions to each chapter. The book is for sale through information provided in this video series. A special paperback edition, large print, a highly readable type font, and durable white stock paper is only available from me, the author.